Hey everybody, welcome back to JYDOG Garage. Today, gonna put a bed, we'll put a deck on this flatbed I've been building for this Cummins F250 truck. Just went with basic wood. I'm using 2x10s, pine, and it's inexpensive and durable. So I couldn't find any aluminum that I wanted to put on the deck. I was going to use some grading and stuff like that, but nothing's shown up, but I can always change that later if I want to. So for right now, this is a less than $100 solution for a decking for my flatbed. So I'm going to show you how to install it and stain it. The thing I'm trying to do is when I install this is to make the grain point down like this, so that when the wood cups, it'll cup downwards and kind of make it roll like that. Hopefully that's the right way to do it. So, I mean, hopefully it'll work out like that. We'll see. Got my template cut out, so I just got to reproduce that 9 times. Yeah, I was going to have the wood slide up underneath the rail there, but I don't know. If I don't do it, then it gives me more access when I don't want to bolt stuff to it. So if I do slide it underneath the rail, give more support. Of course, this is a pretty thick beam, so I don't think it's going to need much. Here's the dilemma I'm faced with. This is a nice, pretty side of the wood, one little knot. This side is really ugly, kind of messed up. Problem is it's cupped that way, so this has got to go down, which is the pretty side. I guess I'm going to go ahead and do the right thing, put the pretty side down, function over form. You can see those are cocked up right there. It's because the bolts, I'm going to have to go back and make some relief cuts. It sits flat. Well, I wasn't planning on having any gaps between the wood, but I might just kind of include some tiny little gaps since the spacing ended up that way. I've got big gaps right here, but I'm going to probably make a little spacer just so it's all bunched up when I put it down. But that's the I thought I was gonna have to use this piece of wood because these pieces are going to slide up underneath there, but I didn't go that route. So quite a bit bigger than a normal bed, that's for sure. More storage. I'm gonna have to make some cuts in the wood because I'm gonna put some either the wood or I'm gonna have a rail that goes along here for bedsides that'll fold down. So I don't want anything on the surface of this. And I gotta have tie downs for the camper that goes on here. So I'm gonna have to probably put some kind of tie downs right in the wood somewhere right here on all 4 corners. At least all 4 corners. I think it'll look kind of good with some little spacing in between the wood. Kind of old school. Yeah, it's starting to look like a truck again. And I've got an idea for a headache rack. I'm either going to go half or all the way. Probably, if I go half, I'm probably just going to go ahead and go all the way. And I got kind of a neat idea for that. I didn't know that body went like that. Huh. Might have to compensate for that somehow. Yeah, so I was kind of worried about how I was going to mark these things right here out. And I just flipped the board over and jumped up and down on it, and I've got a good little mark right there. So that's nice. my little relief cut, and then I'm going to spin the saw around once I break it up enough. See, and hopefully these all line up. I got it. There we go. Perfect. Nice. Nice and flat. Just got to do the other side. All right. Now I'm going to have to number these so I don't get them mixed up. See the camper on it. See what it's going to look like. That's a whole nother project back there. Hopefully I can get it wood treated today. Stick these boards back in here and maybe fit the camper on it, because I'm really curious about how the camper fits on here. It's all beat up though. I was going to reuse it and strip it down and make it all like aluminum color, but it's pretty beat up. Definitely going to try to get that on the truck before the end of this episode. That's my goal. Definitely needs a lot of work, but it's got good bones. There's a lot to it right now. Got some solar panels could put on the top. Definitely seen better days, but the biggest thing is the structure and what's there right now. There's enough there to build something out of it. I want to figure out where I'm going to put my brackets on the wood on the flatbed, so I know right where to strap this thing down. Okay, I got this off the internet, so it's got to work. Actually, some guys who do landscape, I read on a forum, they suggested mineral spirits, linseed oil, mixed with paraffin wax. So you got to melt this down. Mix one of these to about half of this, and I don't know how much of this yet. I got to go back and read the instructions, but anyway, that is supposed to give good protection. Some people have stated up to like 4 years that they haven't had to recoat their wood, and they do it like every 4 years. I mean, I'm okay every 2 years or so. That'd be fine. Supposedly, it makes it beat up really, really nice, and I hope it darkens it up a little bit. We'll have to see. But that's another thing. Before the end of this episode, I'm going to get that done. After I just said that thing about making videos, I just realized something that's going to present a problem about putting that camper on there. You see these tires and how they stick out? That's a good 2 or 3 inches. This thing is 80 inches. I've got to see how much I've got, because I bet you anything with these tires sticking out, I'm not going to have enough room.
This is the type of wax that people use for making candles, but also for creating this.
We're watching a video called Handmade Houses with Noah Bradley. And
well, that's the guy. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the guy. I'm getting this formula for this sealant.
So it's a gallon of that. Oh, you used the whole bank for that. Never mind.
Yeah. 1 gallon of mineral spirits.
It's
You gotta go here and show it.
boiled linseed oil.
Linseed.
Oil, and you put half of a quart.
And how much is that, a quart?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said that.
That's the stuff that's going to turn it dark. I guess the darker you want it, the more you put in there.
I can't tell what's half.
So you just mix it in there with that afterwards, right?
I didn't get to that part. But here, you want me to drop it in there?
Yeah. So anyway, I got the little, this is the hazardous way to do it. The guy in the video, he actually had a thing of water and had the pan sitting in the water to, you know, I guess evenly distribute the heat. But I think this way is going to work as long as I don't tip it over and get it in the flames.
We got it on a Bunsen burner in a dog bowl.
In a dog bowl.
If your viewers didn't think you're a redneck now they really think you're a redneck.
It's official. Kind of the same formula that they use in, what is it, National Forestry kind of things?
Oh, the national parks?
Yeah, national parks use. Did you get that from the video?
Yeah.
Yeah. National parks use this to preserve, you know, wooden stuff at the parks. Yeah, watch this guy. Oh, just kidding. You just made a bomb. Mixing these ingredients together. Supposed to do that with gloves.
Yeah, like look at that.
Solidify. I think once the wax, yeah, like that, that's good. Because we're gonna have to try to flip it too.
What's going on? It's still not as dark as I thought it'd be. Or he has in the video. I gotta get this whole edge.
You can stand on the other wood if you want.
Think that's good, or you think I need to put some more?
No, that's good. Just move on to the rest of it.
I need to go on the sides.
Linseed oil and wax. Happy with the way it came out, although it's a little slick. I think it'll probably dry up before long. And I don't plan on fastening any of this down yet, because I may even want to put another coat on it, and I've got to put some D-rings in it and all kinds of stuff like that. So I got to be able to pull the boards up and down. But at least they're treated and cut size. My doubts whether this thing's going to go high enough to fit on the bed.
Hey, thanks for watching my channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please do for future updates. Remember, build it, don't buy it.